Mm-hmm.
That's right. You're tuning in to a damn good time. Big old fat ass beat. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome to the show. My name is Steve Schaefer.
And I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a damn good time podcast. Hit him with it. Oh, yeah. I love that. I love that. This week, we're going to taste some Jack Daniel's Green Label.
Green.
We've got Victory Sour Monkey Sour Triple.
Triple sour.
A big old sour beer taste. We're going to talk our 5 most hated movie characters, because fuck them people. That's why.
Hate them.
Right. And then I got a big old beef story with some iced coffee. It's stupid. And Cody says there's always one of these people on every plane.
Yep. It's actually kind of, this might sound a little hateful episode. I don't know.
Yeah. We're all about
That's the
hate.
theme.
This one.
It's hate. We're angry.
We're going to have a damn good time hating on everybody. So
I guess we will.
yeah. So get ready for a lot of negativity.
Apparently. That's the theme, right? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I mean, if we're talking about the 5 people we hate the most,
Yeah.
we might as well talk about shit
Let's
we
talk
hate.
about some real life
and
stuff
real
we
life
hate
shit,
too.
yeah. So
I think I got it. I got in the last episode about chicken, so let's just keep going.
You went on a peel about chicken.
Ah! Surprised I didn't get more fan hate mail there.
Right. Yeah, nobody was ever like, fuck you, Cody. Chicken is awesome. but it's just chicken. You guys are losing your minds over chicken for no reason.
I think it's bumbled over chicken so much. Everybody's like, yeah, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Shut the fuck up. Cody. I'll still eat Chick-fil-A. It's fine.
Yeah.
So how was your week? What you been up to?
Awesome. So Tuesday flew back in from Florida IA.
Yeah.
I think in the last episode we recorded right before I went down. So now we're back. Been home for a couple of days. Got home a day early. Still took an extra day of vacation and moved the grass and stuff. But Florida was great. My dad's house is right between Naples and Marco Island. So
God, you sent me pictures and that place looks amazing.
yeah, he's got a pretty nice house.
Dope setup.
So we were chilling there. He's got a little pool, a little hot tub in the backyard, like in one of those infinity pools. So we could just chill there most of the time. We were fine.
But it was also like kind of enclosed in too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's got like a screen enclosure, so you don't have to worry about bugs or anything coming
awesome.
in.
That's awesome.
But then we got to drive over to Naples and we got to drive to Marco Island. Like, he's right in between, so that was cool just to see them. We rented a car and just kind of drove around and checked it out. And then our friends, our buddy Eric, his parents were down at their condo that's right on the beach. So then we got to go to their condo a couple nights and hang out with them.
Yeah.
And just chill in their condo right on the beach. And
and so like worked out. You even got to visit other people then.
Yeah, we got to visit other people. Like we hung out
instead of just like hanging out with your dad. Like
we
got to do other shit.
Yeah, we go and saw them, and just kind of chilled out. So it was just a good, chill, relaxing vacation. So yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
it was wonderful. How about you? How was your week?
My week's been pretty good. Well, we're dealing with a sick kid, but he's clearing up now. I don't know. It has to have been something he ate because it was all stomach related. No fever, no nothing else, but he's doing better. We got a new fridge.
All right.
Yeah, a brand new fridge, which is dope because then we got to move the other fridge down here. So now we have 3 fridges in the background making noise that you could hopefully hear or not hear through the audio. So it's just more shit for us to scrub out. It's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
But now we have ice down here. So if we want to make a mixer, we don't have to go upstairs to get the ice. You know, so that's dope.
Here's how old we are. Steve's excited about a new refrigerator.
Right. And I got a fucking deal on it because it was a scratch and dent open box thing.
Right.
So I bought it brand new, but somebody sent it back because there was a dent on the side, and where my fridge fits, like there's cabinets built around it. So you don't even see it.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
like
perfect.
Yeah. I could see if the dent was in front, like, well, fuck, I'll put a magnet over it. No, I don't even have to do that. I just tuck it in the cabinets and it's fine. It's awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I got a little ice dispenser and like all that shit. I don't think I've ever had one of those types of fridges where you like put your cup up and you get the water and the ice and stuff.
Okay.
Now I do.
Okay.
And
okay.
it's and I've been drinking so much water. I've been peeing a lot. It's funny how much more
water on tap.
It's funny how much more water you drink. Let me see. I got I have a call out.
Okay.
Nashville Hot Chicken. I know you went off on a little peel last week about how like chicken's kind of overrated and shit.
Yeah.
But Nashville Hot Chicken,
oh my God,
it's the best.
It's the best, but why does every place in the world's doing it now too?
Nobody's doing it in this area though.
Well, I mean, for a little bit there, like all the fast food places were throwing it on their menu, right? And I don't mind that by any means.
One KFC.
I think Wendy's had a Nashville Hot Chicken.
Really, I missed that.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure Wendy's did. I don't know if McDonald's got into that or not. I didn't try any of them, but I think they all jumped on board for a minute.
Right.
I don't hate that by any means.
And it's like that sauce. They take the oil that they fried the chicken in.
Yeah.
And like maybe some butter and like all the seasonings, and then they mix. So it's a greasy, oily sauce. And I think I like that better than Buffalo. Like, fuck Buffalo. Fuck you, New York. Buffalo, New York. Get some Nashville shit. Like
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, a good Nashville Hot Chicken is amazing.
Right. And here's a call out to the listeners. Anybody in the New Philadelphia area or Canton, I'll travel. Let me know what's a good Nashville Hot, because I've really only had KFC.
Sure.
Unless I've made it myself, I've only really had KFC. I want, and yeah, fuck you. You're probably going to tell me, go to Nashville. Like, I get it.
Yeah. We can't just go there.
Right. I get it. That's where it's from. That's where it should be. Like, yeah. But yeah, oh my God, I got so many other things. Oh my God. When you wake up in the morning, are you a snoozer or do you wake right up?
Snooze.
You snooze how many times?
15.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I would say...
Are you in like a 10-minute snooze?
4 5-minute snooze. So like I take an extra 20 minutes.
Right. And how do you... I notice whenever I snooze that my dreams are fucking wild.
Yeah.
Just crazy out there. For some reason in that time, like I could sleep for 8 hours and not experience the dreams that I get in that 10 minutes that I snooze, and then 10 minutes, and then every single time I hit snooze, and I can snooze for 4 hours if I wanted to.
Sure, yeah.
But like normally I snooze for about an hour.
Yeah.
And then every 6 times I hit the snooze button, the dreams are just wild. Crazy shit. And I remember when I wake up, and then all of a sudden they're just gone.
Right.
Just fucking gone.
Unless it's something like that was implanted in your head and like you're like, well, that was weird, and then you like think about it more after you wake up. But yeah, I think it's because you're hitting that cycle REM where it's like you should almost be in like a deep sleep where you're not thinking about it, but you're waking up real quick,
right?
Because your alarm's going off.
Like you're still conscious enough to like.
So yeah, and your brain's just putting things together over a mesh of things,
Right.
And then, I mean, you get into talking about that and then like deja vu, and then you have those things happen, and then it happens, and then it's like, that's weird. I remember this happened in a dream.
Yeah, because that's most dreams, whenever I remember them, it's like I'm doing something, I'm driving down the road, and I'm like, oh my God, I had a dream about this. And so it's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know, there's like I saw a squirrel, and I was like, there was a giant squirrel, and he was trying to steal my nuts, and I was like, bear. Or something stupid.
I don't think I ever told you this, but you're never allowed to drive with me in the passenger seat near a cliff.
Oh, really?
Because there's 3 different times I've had a dream where you're driving, I'm in the passenger seat. Yep.
No shit. Okay, yeah.
And I'm in the passenger seat.
This is new.
And you drive us off like a cliff. Like we start sliding and we fly off a cliff, and I look over at you and go, I love you.
Aww, that was so sweet. Like,
oh yeah. I'm like, and you're like, I love you, bro. And we just
sorry. And I'm like, sorry, we're dying.
But then I wake up because it's like a free fall motion. You know what I mean? So you just like, boom,
You
wake
get that
up.
jerk.
Yeah. But yeah, you've drove me off a cliff 3 times in my dreams.
No shit.
And I don't know what that means, but there's probably something behind it. Some therapist, if you're a therapist out there, you're going to be like, you think Steve is your destructive end? But you
since
love
he's
him.
driving, he's guiding you towards death. So you should probably stay away from like, fuck you. Cody's my dude. I'm not staying away from.
Yeah, weird. No, but weirdly, yes. Different people have been in the back seat every time. But yeah.
You see, a lot of my dreams, I don't recognize a lot of people most of the time.
I recognize people a lot. I have a lot of people that I know, or like random encounters with people, or like people from the past that have been in my dreams, and I'm like, that's weird. I should call this person.
Yeah. Most of mine are like almost like nameless, faceless, like, and I feel an energy. Like I know I'm next to that person. They're my friend, so we're walking along through the dream. So I know I like them, or I know I hate them. And then also, do you ever get those dreams where you can't, like, you want to fuck this person up, but then like you go to throw a punch
and you die,
and your hand just goes like, like through sand, like
you can't actually hit him or do anything.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's fun.
Dreams are weird.
Yeah, they are.
They're very weird. Yeah.
But they're best. They're best on snooze. So if you're not a snoozer, hit snooze. Go back to sleep for 10 minutes. Do it a bunch of times. You'll have some wild fucking shit. Just wild.
There's some people out there that don't dream at all.
Really?
Never had a dream.
I feel bad for them.
I don't know what it is.
I've looked into and I've wanted to try lucid dreaming. And I feel like sometimes I can get there, but it's hard. And that's, if you don't know, lucid dreaming is like where you can control your dream. So almost Inception-like, where you know you're asleep. And there are times whenever I know I'm asleep and I'm in the dream and I'm like, oh, I'm just dreaming. But then immediately I get taken out. You know, like as soon as I realize that I'm dreaming, I get taken out of the dream. But there are people that can fucking like, yeah, dude, I go to sleep once I realize I'm dreaming. And there's even tips like, oh, well, in your dream, try to touch all your fingers or like this, that, and the other, and then just take over. And then you can fly. You can like, I don't know, you want to bang a bunch of people or whatever. Or, like you have superpowers. You can control your dream. And I can almost get there. But then as soon as I realize that I've recognized it, then I'm out. It just pulls me out. So
yeah,
but it'll be cool shit. So
I kind of had an experience where I was like, thought I was in control for a little bit, but then things got weird.
Yeah,
and there was a witch with a metal bra, and then the room shrunk really fast when I tried to take control. So I don't know.
Like it's like I'm dreaming. What are you doing, witch? Nice metal bra, and then all of a sudden, like, you're done. You're out.
I feel like I was younger and watching a lot of Xena Princess Warrior, you know?
Oh, fucking Xena, yeah. Who didn't watch a lot of Xena Princess Warrior back in the day?
You know? You got metal bra. I was probably young enough to be like, let me grab them tatas. And then this room just shrank on me. So
let me see them nips.
I turned into a tiny person. And she was an evil witch lady.
A little teeny tiny.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's going on with you on planes?
Okay, I'm sure everybody can relate to this too.
Yeah, you just traveled. You were on a plane.
I just traveled, and I feel like every time I traveled, I've been on a plane quite a bit in my lifespan. But now I'm getting older and maybe a little bit angrier when people don't have what you would call common courtesy, right?
Yeah.
So my experience I just had, and I feel like this happens every time. Last time I flew, there's that one guy that literally the plane stops. He's got his bag and he darts for the front, pushing against everybody,
right,
and tries to get as far up to the front as he can before he gets log jammed and can't push back somebody.
It's like,
there's that guy.
Just wait your fucking turn.
Yeah. So on this flight back from Florida, we had this guy. And he's from Ohio. He's from where we're at.
Yeah.
He gets on the plane, and we don't pick our seats ever. We just take random seats. It doesn't matter. We don't care because we're just going for a cheap flight. This guy, is a Spirit airline. So there's like 2 rows of like the big seats, 2 seats, and then all the rest is 3 seats in the back. Well, we got 3rd row, luckily, which is nice. It's like, oh, we get to get off the plane a little bit earlier. That's cool.
Yeah. Like, hey.
This guy gets on the plane, big tribal tattoo up his arm, but normal looking dude.
Yeah.
Other than that, but
he
I'm
wasn't
like,
really, he didn't, he almost didn't fit the tattoo, almost, I guess.
yeah, semi muscular. I mean, nothing crazy. Like, didn't look like intimidating at all. But he comes in, he sits down on one of the seats.
Yeah.
Some other dude walks on the plane. I think my seat got double booked, to the flight attendant. And
right.
she has to walk over the seat. This guy's sitting directly in front of me. Sir, can I have your boarding pass? And he's like, what do you mean?
He threw shade. He's like, no, like, this is my seat. This is where I was.
He's like, and I see his face get a little red. I'm like, oh, he just got. He did this on purpose.
He got figured out.
I'm like, he did this on purpose.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, yeah, I got it here somewhere. And he gets it out and hands it to the lady. She's like, sir, this isn't your seat. You're back at whatever row, which is only a few rows back.
Right.
He's like, oh, I thought you just got on a plane and picked where you wanted to sit.
No.
And immediately he gets on the plane.
Asshole.
And that guy in the 2nd row, he's like, oh. He's like, do you want the window or the aisle seat? Because I'll take the aisle if you want the window. And the guy's like, no, I want the aisle. Like, he's trying to get 2nd row because there's an open seat there.
Yeah.
Aisle seat.
Right.
And then, okay, he gets called out. He goes and sits back in his seat.
Right.
It's only a couple rows behind me then. And then somehow gets aisle there. Probably there was looked like a young girl there that he pressured into that. Then we land. And as soon as we land, they shut it off, or you can grab your bags up. He's the first one up, puts this big ass backpack on his back.
Yeah.
And he's swinging around, hitting
just
people.
Smashing people in the fucking head.
Some lady starts yelling at him like, sir, you're hitting people with your backpack. What are you doing? He's like,
give a fuck.
He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He knows what he's doing. Like,
he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't care. Then, this is not fun for anybody on the plane.
Right.
But the air ramp that comes out and connects to the plane.
Yep.
Malfunctioned.
Oh.
We had to wait an extra, I'd say maybe 15 minutes.
And so now he's just standing there.
So he's standing there. They tell people to sit down. He kind of sits down. And he gets back up. And then people are like, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, we're going to bring a flight of steps up. And they go to bring a flight of steps up. Then the air ramp starts working. So then they're like, they take the flight of steps away for the air ramp.
Yeah.
Because it's more dangerous. I mean, it's old people on the plane stuff. It's more dangerous.
Right.
To me, I'm sitting there like, it's cool. I just flew 2 hours and something to get here on a plane.
Yeah.
That's
went
still
through the air.
To me, I've flown so many times. I know people are like, now you expect something when you fly, right? You expect something. I still think it's incredible that we can fly in the air.
Yeah, you
get somewhere else.
You
right?
defied science and gravity, and you fucking made it there quicker than if you were in a car.
And we didn't die.
Yeah,
and
right.
And we flew, right?
Yeah, and it's like whenever they're like, "Oh, you don't have Wi-Fi for your flight," and everybody gets pissy. Like, no, fuck off, dude. We're flying through the air,
right?
Like, do you realize how awesome that is?
Right.
Like.
I got some cocktails in there. I'm like, I'm chilling, whatever. So me and Steph are chilling, like, what's this? And then people are standing up and they're breaking the steps up and blah, blah, blah. And then air ramp. And this guy's sitting there like, how hard can this fucking be? How hard can this be? I wanted to just be like, I'll tell you what, jump out the front door and go help him.
Yeah.
So you can
you
fall.
Think you can do it better, bro?
40 feet down. But I
thinking you do it better, bro? Fucking do it.
I don't say a word. Because one, my wife's in between me and him. Yeah. And he's like almost right next to my seat. Because, he already pushed up 2 rows.
Right.
Because God forbid he's got to wait.
Because he's got to wait a little bit.
An extra minute to get off the plane.
Yeah. What a fucking asshole.
And then the best part is, after all his pushing, shoving, wanting to get off this plane first, We get out the plane. We're chilling. We just get off in normal order, normal row, like every normal person does.
Yep.
This guy's got to shove his way out.
Mm-hmm.
We go walking out. Steph goes to the bathroom. I think I went to the bathroom too. We go walking out. We go up to where we parked in a lot in Columbus.
Yeah.
We take a shuttle. We go grab.
You flew out of Columbus? Sorry.
Yeah. We flew out of Columbus. It was a cheaper and Actually, I enjoyed the ride way more because you don't have to go through the highways and all the traffic. You can it was a nice ride.
That's cool.
Anyways,
sorry.
I might do it more.
Sorry to throw you off track.
And the parking was cheaper too.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. I might fly Columbus more. It was nice.
Yeah.
So we go to get on our shuttle bus to go to our parking lot, which we're in the cheapest parking lot.
Yeah.
And this guy was talking all big and bad too when he was on the plane. I don't know
Tough
if I
guy.
mentioned that too about how much money he made and stuff like that. It was stupid.
He drives a Tesla.
We got to jump on our shuttle bus to go to our parking lot. Guess who's sitting right there? That
Fucking asshole.
son of a bitch. And I was like, oh, that's right then and there. I just wanted to just blast him because he wouldn't even know who I was. And be like, you're an asshole. Quit being an asshole.
Yeah, just stop.
Yeah.
There's no sense. Sometimes there are times when you should be a dick. There are times when you should be loud, but don't confuse those with normal times because almost like pick your battles. Pick your battles. And I even just real quick without getting in the whole fucking mask thing. Where if they want you to wear a mask, wear a mask. That's not the battle for you to no, I don't. I'm a free American. Shut up. Just shut up. Pick your fucking battles.
Yeah.
Because then whenever you're in the right, you don't look like an asshole. But when you're in the wrong, you don't want to be an asshole ever.
This guy's pretty much standing in the middle of the plane,
being an asshole,
talking to himself because nobody else wanted to listen to his bullshit.
Right.
Just sitting there going, what's wrong with these guys? Me. And but then trying to talk to people and it was horrible.
And it's and did his sorry, I stuttered there, but did his day change?
No.
Did his outcome change?
It was the same as mine. Sat in my seat and waited.
Right.
Waited patiently.
You made it to the same parking garage at the same fucking time. And he decided to be an asshole, and everybody fucking hated him, but nobody fucking hated you.
Nope.
But you were at the same, your outcomes were the fucking same. So stop fighting when you don't need to fucking fight.
Yeah. It's what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do right now. This plane is stopped.
Yeah.
You can't go open the door and jump out the door because you're going to get arrested, or you're going to fall 20 feet and hopefully break your leg. But
Or you're going to be an asshole in front of a guy that does a podcast and 25 people will hate him.
Yeah, exactly. So you see a guy in Columbus. He's got short hair, short brown hair, a whole sleeve tribal tattoo over here.
And a giant backpack that he bounces off people's fucking heads.
Obviously, it makes sense for this white male, as white as me, to have a whole sleeve of tribal tattoo. That makes real good sense.
Yeah.
That I'm sure he got at his college frat. That's entitled to try to steal people's seats.
Yep.
And push his way off a plane.
Yeah.
But every plane you get on, there's one guy that's always trying to push.
The listeners, go to Columbus, find that fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Let him know.
I'll get his name soon. But there's always one guy on the plane that's trying to push the entire thing. And it's like, what are you doing, man? Chill.
Just take your time.
If I'm in the very back of the plane, dude, I'm chilling. I'm chillaxing. I'm going to keep watching my... I always download some movies or show. I'm just going to sit there and watch it for an extra 15 minutes till I get off my plane. I just flew across the U.S., from Florida to Ohio.
Right. And it's I've been on some cheap flights from North Dakota to here, through the oil field and shit. And it's not comfortable. The seats suck. But I'm going to wait my turn.
Yeah. And it can be much worse too. I've heard of people sitting on a plane for 2 hours waiting to get off of it.
Yeah. Oh,
or
God.
2 hours sitting on a plane that couldn't take off because they had a mechanical problem.
Yeah, and
then they
there.
take them off the plane.
Ugh.
And then they have to get on another plane. They have to wait 2 hours for another. It can be a lot worse.
But you still got to realize that you're defying gravity. You are
right.
You're a master of science. You're on a thing that's flying.
Yeah, to me, it's a very awesome thing.
Yeah.
I've been on planes since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
My dad used to we'd fly occasionally here and there. I've been on small planes. I've been on all kinds of stuff. So to me, it's still amazing.
Right. And even with the seat switching thing, like the first flight I ever took was me and Sarah's honeymoon to Vegas.
Yeah.
And we get on the plane. We boarded, because we had the cheaper seats, so we boarded last.
Yeah.
And somebody's in my seat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, no, this is my seat. And they're like, well, and even the stewardess is like, well, it doesn't matter. Just go take. I'm like, no, I'm on my fucking honeymoon.
Yeah.
So I didn't get too aggressive or too loud, but I'm like, I didn't say fucking, but I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but I'm on my honeymoon with her. This is the first time I've ever been on a plane. I would really love to just sit beside her. This is our honeymoon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they were even trying to talk me out. I'm like, no, fuck, no. So they finally made that douchebag leave.
That's that one guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Out of my fucking seat.
Because he had to go back 5 rows.
Right.
And he didn't like it. And that's the problem on every flight you get on. Now everybody's feels entitled. And I don't get why.
Right.
I still don't understand why.
Right. Well, sorry about that for anybody that's watching on YouTube. We lost video there for a minute. I don't know exactly where it happened.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, but I'm not. It'll be harder for us to go back and find it and clip it and then restart from that point.
Hopefully, it was only a couple seconds.
Yeah, so you're gonna have a black screen there for a minute.
And sorry for you audio listeners.
For those of you listening, you're like, what the fuck? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
at least we hope.
Yeah, we got through. We talked about how there are assholes on planes.
Yeah,
they're pieces of shit.
There's at least one or two every plane.
Just don't be that piece of shit.
Don't be that guy.
That's
ever.
all.
Just chill out, man.
You're on a plane. Have a damn good time.
I know your legs are cramped in there. My legs are cramped in there. I'm a tall enough dude that my legs and knees aren't what they used to be, and now I'm in there and I'm sitting there like, just stand up a little bit, get them cranked out, but then sit back down and continue reading your book or watching your movie or doing whatever. Chill out.
All we ask is for you to have a damn good time.
Have a damn good time.
And then I got some beef.
Oh, you got some beef.
But iced coffee.
Iced coffee.
Yeah.
That's a weird beef to have.
Well, so
it's hard to mess up an iced coffee.
It is, but I guess it isn't. So it goes back to me because I drink black iced coffee. And I've done that a lot. And then even the other day, my wife was like, hey, go pick us up some breakfast sandwiches. Went and hit the BK, the old Burger King, right? Got them sausage and egg croissants.
Hate them.
What?
I hate BK's croissant.
Oh my God, they're so good.
I think it's terrible.
All right,
all right, go ahead. We're not talking about that. We're talking about iced coffee. Go ahead.
All right.
Continue.
Yeah, because I could go on for hours about how you're wrong.
Their eggs are so weird, but that's fine. Okay.
Well, Sarah doesn't get eggs on her sandwich. It's just sausage, cheese, croissant.
Okay, maybe that's better than because I get their eggs, and I think BK's eggs are weird. But go ahead, continue.
So, I order an iced coffee, black, no cream, and they're like, "Wait, the only iced coffee we have has cream in it." And I get they've brewed coffee, they probably mixed in the flavorings and shit, mixed in the cream, and they have a pitcher. So then
you preface this to me as Starbucks.
No, BK.
This is a BK.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Starbucks.
No, this is BK all the way.
Okay. Go
BK
ahead.
all the way, and actually most fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
So most of their iced coffee is pre-mixed, and so they're like, well, all of our stuff has cream in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, then can you take black coffee, add sugar, and just dump it over ice? And I was very condescending, like that, through the drive-through. They're like, "Oh, are you great? Can you just dump it over ice?" And they're like, "Yeah, pull ahead." so
that poor person, that poor kid that's sitting there like, I don't know how to do that. Like,
yeah. So then whenever I came home and I was like, Sarah, yeah, there's probably spit in that. Just because of the way it said it. Like, and I get it. I've been in the food service industry. I've worked at fast food. I've worked through countless restaurants and shit. But like, I don't get that thing. Like, I want an iced coffee. Well, just fucking dump coffee over ice. Just dump coffee over ice.
Well, all right. I'm gonna do a little devil's advocate, a little helpful to them, because all right, you think about other places you go to when it comes in a plastic cup.
Yeah.
So now their coffee cups aren't that big. They're small. They're foam. Right? They can take the heat. If you pour their coffee probably directly in that plastic cup, it's going to melt that cup. So they're already terrified of that because those cups are paper thin. And I'm also going to bring this up too. If you drink pop from different fast food restaurants, why does it have to taste like plastic every time you drink it? And especially eat the ice, because I like to eat my ice afterwards, and it tastes like plastic. And I'm like, why do I taste plastic? It's so weird.
You weirdo.
Maybe I'm weird, but I
Who
swear
eats
to God,
ice?
there's certain fast food restaurants. I'm not gonna name any names right now. Maybe we can do that whole other thing. But so maybe they're a little terrified to pour hot coffee into that cup. I can see that.
I get it.
Maybe they were instructed not to, but yes, if you have ice in that cup and you pour coffee in it, it's not going to melt the cup.
Yeah, well, and the real thing is like, I have to make an iced coffee, so I get this cup, put ice in it, and I grab that pitcher of shit and then dump it in there. And they want it French vanilla, and then I put some sugar, some syrup in there to make it taste French vanilla. I get it. But if I want a black iced coffee, you don't know how to fucking make it, and you don't have standards for it. Just put ice in a cup, pour coffee over it. That's it. That's all you got to do.
We just took a little cream too.
But I didn't want cream.
But you could have took a little cream.
Could have. And if I did, and if I wanted the cream, then they could have used the premix shit that they have in the fridge. Like, that's the thing, is I'm sure they have like a pitcher of coffee with cream ready to go for iced coffee, and then they dump it in, and then they flavor it how you want, because most people are like, I want a French vanilla iced coffee, or I want a mocha iced coffee. Like, no, I just want black. I'm like, well, we can't do that. Like, you can't put black coffee over ice.
I mean,
I guess
you're going through a fast food restaurant. I don't. To me, I never expect the world anyway. So it's tough.
Maybe some of it's how I order it. Maybe I should just order like, I want a large coffee, and then I want a cup of ice, but put that black coffee over that ice and only give me one cup. Like, is that how I should fucking order it?
You get more coffee that way.
I mean, do I? Because all I want is the one cup.
Yeah, because they would give you one cup with ice in it, and then put the coffee over.
No,
it.
I don't want two cups.
Then you're diluting your coffee.
I want them to do it for me. That's why I order a black iced coffee.
I'm just saying, I think you're a little hard on them.
Nope.
I know it sounds simple, but it's not a normal request. It's not a normal request from anybody. They'd be like, give me coffee.
Oh, so it's my fault? Are you victim shaming me now?
Yeah, I am victim shaming you piece of shit. Because you come through like a weirdo that goes, I want iced coffee.
I want black iced coffee.
Black. And they're like, oh, sorry, it only has cream in it.
All of our iced coffee has cream.
Which is weird too to me. Like, why not? Why'd you waste the money on cream and not just like, you want cream in that? And then pour a creamer in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, to me, they're wasting money by doing that. It's not a good decision either. So, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it goes both ways, I guess.
It does. But yeah, that was my beef. I'm just... And I did so condescendingly.
He's still salty about it. He's just
I was so can you... We can't do black iced coffee. Like, can you put coffee over ice? And they were like, pull forward.
He's the one guy on a plane, people. He's the one guy on a plane.
No, I'm the one guy in the fucking drive-through. And then I even told Sarah, like, I think I said this earlier. We're like, yeah, there's probably spit in that.
Needs a special treat.
I talked
one
to
guy
him.
needs a special treat. I need a special treat, guys.
Yeah, so that's my beef about fucking iced coffee.
Yeah, but that's kind of that's fine.
Rightfully so.
I don't feel like it's rightfully so.
Am I justified? No.
No, I don't feel justifiable with that.
So then I should be not. Oh, could you please? Maybe.
I mean, yes and no. Yes and no.
I know you can't make black iced coffee, but could you please just take a cup of ice and pour coffee over it for me, please? Thank you.
I know. I think you could have been like, all right, can I just have a cup of ice then in my coffee? And then you've been fine. You know what I mean?
I don't want 2 cups.
Why not? You get more coffee then.
I only want 1 cup.
You're hurting yourself by not getting.
I want a black iced coffee. That's all the fuck I want. That's what I ordered.
See, I'm just thinking as apparently a cheapskate being like, you get more coffee if you do it that way.
Yeah. I probably pay $1.99 for black iced coffee instead of 99 cents for black coffee and then a free cup of ice, but still.
Let's have some sugar packets in the car. Making myself something bitches.
Right. But yeah, I just don't understand that. Like, no, we can't do that. Like, do you have ice and do you have coffee? You can fucking do it. Just shut up. Man. Just do it.
First world problems, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And we're coming back to you now. Let's get into tasting some stuff.
All right, let's do it.
What do we got? We got
we're gonna try this Victory Sour Monkey Sour Triple.
It's sour triple. It's triple the sour.
Triple the sour.
In case you didn't get enough sour, you're gonna have 3 times the sour.
Well, I don't know if it actually means that, but sure.
We're gonna pour it in a glass, see how it looks. Oh, I poured that too hard. Look at all that fucking head.
Well, you're terrible at what you do.
Like an idiot. Yeah, like an idiot. I got too many bubbles.
Let me give it a little smell. It smells like sour.
Does it smell sour? I still can't.
Yep. So I've had.
You just taste it and you're like, yep.
Well, I've had a lot of sours. So I've had a lot of different sours. You know, our sponsor, Millersburg Brewery, not our sponsor, but soon to be our sponsor. I bought t-shirts from.
They don't know it yet.
Yeah. They made some sours.
Oh, that's too sour.
Yeah, this is a very sour beer. I've been trying to figure out, and you can help me with this. What food would this go good with?
I think we talked about that last time with
sour, right?
With the Millersburg sour. And I do think, I don't know, like a cheeseburger would be dope. Like hot wings would be good with it.
The hot wings would be terrible because there's a lot more bubbles. The sour on hot would be like burning you more.
Well, you want to, if you're going straight tang, then you get a whole bunch of tanginess.
I guess if you want to kill yourself.
The only other thing I think is anything high fat.
Well, you think sweet and sour, right? Sweet and sour goes together well.
Yeah.
So you would maybe want like a barbecue chicken with a sour beer, is my thought. Something sweet.
So like a barbecue chicken.
But you don't want to go too sweet. Like
a barbecue chicken wing. Like I said, chicken wing.
Yeah, but you...
I'm not fucking...
You were talking hot wings, you son of a bitch.
I was.
Where this, I think, you wouldn't want cake. Like, let me wash down my sweet cake with this sour beer.
Oh, and we left it sit out, and now it's warm.
I would say it's that warm, but it's fine.
It
Actually,
was colder.
If you want to taste the flavor of beer, you let it warm up a little bit.
I wish it was colder.
It's like white wine.
Yeah.
Here's Cody's tip of the day. If you want to actually taste the fullness of your white wine, let it warm up a little bit.
Cody's got a tip for you.
Let it warm up.
Yeah. I wish it was colder. But I mean, it's this one is definitely a very heady sour.
Yeah, I mean it's sour. I'm okay with it. I like some of the other sours I've tried a little bit more because they have a little more beer to it. a little bit of smoothness to it too.
That Millersburg we tried last week was way better.
Yeah, I'd say this is good. I think it's good.
Yeah.
It might be a little overly sour. Reminds me of like a warhead in my mouth. Like my lips are already like sticking.
Yeah, and I know
from drinking this, like there's almost too much sugar in it.
We don't really have like a rating thing for this. This one I'll give not a thumbs up, but not a thumbs up. I'll give it a
right in the middle,
sideways thumb.
So 7.5 out of 10 would be my rating.
Yeah, you get a sideways thumb. Victory.
I'm still gonna
Sour
drink it.
Monkey triple sour.
Would I want to drink more than one? Absolutely not.
Yeah, probably not.
And I would still. Oh, you can't eat these now, but coconut shrimp and a sour beer.
Yeah,
maybe a good combo.
I like some crab rangoons.
Maybe some seafood with a sour beer might actually work. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking.
I get what you're saying, and I get that flavor profile, but obviously I can't eat it. But I get the flavor profile.
How about Hollandaise sauce on anything with a sour beer?
On everything.
A little sweet, a little butter. You know what I'm saying? This is a little palate cleanser.
That's what I was saying. That high fat. High fat does good with sour shit.
Hmm. Here we go. All right, that is the Victory Sour Monkey Sour Triple.
Yep.
And
we're gonna try it.
I would recommend trying it. I wouldn't recommend drinking 6 of them.
Right.
That's my thing.
Yeah. You don't want a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. That's all sour beer to me though, but that's fine.
Do you want to do the green label now or finish off the episode?
No, we'll finish it with the green label.
Okay. Well, then let's get into our top 5.
Top 5 at 5. Even though it's never 5 when I say that. But I like to say that every time. I know. Yeah, it's never 5 o'clock when I say it, but it's fine.
And we're getting into our top 5 most hated movie characters. Because we almost went movie / TV.
Yeah.
But we'll break it up. So we're gonna go straight movie.
Did we see we were neck and neck on the poll, so I have no idea where we're at right now.
Let me look at Facebook right now.
I can pull it up too. Let's see who's faster. And now I'm doing my app on my phone.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it because Facebook fucking sucks on browser sometimes, and it's
because we don't even know who goes first yet because we were literally neck and neck in the poll.
I had one more vote than you last time.
That's last time.
Well, I mean, I had one more vote than you this last poll.
Yeah.
Because my drinks were better than your drinks.
No, they definitely were not.
Oh, they were so much better.
The only drink that made you get anywhere was Jack and Coke. Then everybody went mind dumb after that. They're like, it doesn't matter after that. Mm-hmm. It's a tie.
Are we at a tie right now?
27-27.
Jesus Christ. Who came in with the last vote?
I have no idea.
Because last I saw it was 27-26. Okay.
Well, 27-27. Somebody came in and got my back. Appreciate you, whoever you are.
Do you want a Rochambeau for it then?
Well, I think because I won last one, I should just carry on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, right.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll take 2 in a row then. You get a first terrible pick, and then I'll take 2 in a row.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me. So in this episode, we're talking about our most hated movie characters.
Yeah. So, people you fucking hate.
So to preface this, it's not villains. It could be villains. I think most of ours are probably going to be villains. People that you like to see that were probably either bad acting or just you wanted to see them die.
You wanted to see them fail.
You wanted to see them die.
Die/fail, just anything. Like you didn't want them to come out on top.
Get the comeuppance.
Right.
Is what I like to think. Get the comeuppance.
Yeah, know? And they didn't get their comeuppance. So what's your first? You got...
Well, my number one's the hard hitter. You knew... We all watched this as kids. And as kids, you went, that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That son of... How dare you? How dare you?
Okay.
And then he got his comeuppance.
Yeah.
And that is Scar from Lion King.
Yeah. That's a good one.
He's
on my list.
He needed to get his comeuppance. What he did to Mufasa?
Yeah.
You kidding me? How you gonna hang that man off his cliff? Dig your claws in.
And he tricked Simba.
Your brother.
Yeah.
Your brother.
His nephew, right? His nephew.
Nephew. Yeah.
First off, he killed his brother. Secondly, he tricked his nephew into like, oh, this was your fault.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Scar.
Right? I'm saying one of the most evil, sadistic sons of bitches I ever seen in my life.
Huge asshole.
Right?
100%.
And we don't even know how it affected us as kids, right?
Right. Yeah, it made me hate my uncles. Like, I'm sorry, uncles. Yeah. I hated you because of Scar.
Yeah. That's some bullshit.
Right.
Some bullshit. I'm sorry, my uncles. I love you. But if you ever come out with them claws, I'm swinging.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. And I felt so bad for little Simba.
Oh, I mean, we all cried, I think.
Yeah.
I think you cried as a kid. I'll cry as an adult now.
Oh, 100%.
That is one of the saddest things that ever happened in the entire movie. But then Scar gets his up and comings.
Yeah, he gets fucked up. Simba comes back and rallies. And gets him.
And what an iconic movie. We all know it. We all love it. I mean, I think you'd even show that to your kids today. Like
Scar even had like his fleet, army of
hyenas.
The hyenas, and they were like almost stepping like Nazis.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because Walt Disney, why weren't Nazis involved?
Right. They made them terrible people.
Right.
But in general, I think I want to preface one back when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Or at least younger. I don't know how little I was then. When Lion King out, research that, pull that up. But I just know
Jamie, pull that up.
It's probably I wasn't a little kid at all, I don't think. 94?
Let's see, Lion King, 1994.
Yeah, 94. Okay. Not too shabby there.
Yeah, you got it.
I think, 94, I was 9 years old. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, it's 9 years old. I just math there. So
I was born in 83, so it would have been 11.
9 years old. That was kind of scarring,
Yeah.
Kind of scarring.
And you think even that
Scar died. Son of a bitch.
I'm just gonna watch this super fun, wholehearted.
Isn't it every kid's movie
cartoon
now?
Movie.
Every kid's movie now has got sexual innuendo and it's getting real weird.
Oh, but this one had all the sexual innuendos in it too.
Not as much, I don't think. I would like to poll a little bit. I would like to watch these compared to the movies that are out nowadays.
They had, so
the movies that are out nowadays, I would sit down and watch, and I'm like, that's creepy.
Yeah.
That is creepy.
But so this one, apparently whenever Simba lays down and all the dust comes up, it literally said sex in the dust.
Oh, come on.
That was the
come
hidden.
On.
Yeah. No, it's there.
Yeah, I know.
I'll post that fucking picture.
And they say there's background noises in other movies and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Anyway, my number one pick before you get too weird with it. Now conspiracy theorying it.
You got Scar.
I got Lion King Scar. What do you got for your number 1 and 2?
I get 2 picks. Shooter McGavin.
Shooter
McGavin on why the fuck am I drawing a blank of the name of that movie?
Happy Gilmore?
Yes. I don't know why.
How are you going to pick that? What did I do?
I kept wanting to say, sorry. Shooter McGavin on Happy Gilmore. You hated that fucking dude, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was a piece of shit.
He's a dude made to hate. That's what it was.
And he was even like
hey, happy me is a nice hole at midnight, little player's secret.
He's like, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. He's like, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast? He's like, no. I guess no. And he bought it. He bought his grandmother and his grandfather's house.
It's about his grandma's
just to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like Shooter McGavin, for sure. Shooter McGavin was a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, he's
and you hated him.
Terrible person, but it added like I loved the play they put between him and Happy. That was so great.
Right.
Like he's a professional golfer, amateur golfer. He's a professional amateur golfer that's trying to make it to the pros.
Right.
Who actually isn't really good because they're like
because he never even got his green jacket. Because even Happy was like gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit? And he never got his jacket, and they tried to steal Happy's jacket at the end.
But he's got the best joke ever.
What's that?
He's like, when he's like, yeah, I was making fun of so-and-so because I was like, I like David Hasselhoff in that sand.
He spends more time in the sand than David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, so, definitely a guy you want to hate because
fuck Shooter McGavin.
He's trying to help. He's trying to ruin Happy, you know.
Yeah,
and Happy's just out there trying to make some bucks and save his grandma's home.
Even got Happy to go out there at ninth green at 9, like all that bullshit. Like
he was a badass hockey player that turned into a golfer.
And he's like, okay, now move on.
All right,
Number 2.
Shooter.
Number 2.
Okay,
Rose from Titanic.
Okay.
She was a fucking bitch.
There's some truth in that.
And some of you all be like, oh, well, she lived and she was old and like, blah, 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 blah. This bitch literally let a dude die because she wouldn't let him on her door, table, piece of wood, right? And then she spent so much time telling these people her story on a boat that was looking for a diamond that she had on herself and then threw it into the fucking ocean and then just died on their boat.
Right. What movie is that?
Titanic.
That's from Titanic?
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Rose from Titanic.
All right. Well, I obviously don't know.
The whole fucking movie was her telling her story, right?
Okay.
And then it goes back and like the Titanic launches and there's Leonardo DiCaprio and he sneaks his way onto the boat. And then Rose is there and like she gets naked and he draws a picture of her and then they do all their
car in the bottom scene or whatever.
Yeah, they do all their shit.
Yeah.
They do all their shit. They're in love.
I don't know what actually is going on in this movie, by the way.
Yeah, and then I'm telling you. So they do all their shit and they're in love and everything, and then the boat sinks and then they're stuck on a she's stuck on a piece of wood. I think it's a door. I'm gonna call it a door. She's stuck in a door, and Leo's just hanging on. I love you. She's like, I will never let you go, Jack. And then she let him go. And then he dies. And then she becomes like 80 or 90 years fucking old.
I was cold as ice.
Yeah. And then she becomes
ready to sacrifice your life.
So this bitch becomes...
I just helped you win right there.
Right. This bitch becomes 80 or 90 years old.
Okay.
And tells the story to people that are looking for the diamond that she has in her fucking pocket. And then she's like, I'm a 90-year-old lady. I'm going to tell you this story about how my boyfriend died when the Titanic sank. And then she throws...
Is that part of the movie?
Yeah. She throws the fucking diamond into the ocean, the thing that they're looking for.
Okay.
The whole thing that they're looking for. The whole reason she's there. She's like, oh, I had it in my pocket. Just throws it in the ocean. And then she fucking dies on their boat. And now they're like, what the fuck? First off, we came out here looking to find the Titanic. And we found it. And we came and we're going to go down and we're going to dive and we're going to look for this diamond. Oh shit, this bitch has it? And we had to listen to her fucking story. And then she just throws it. And now she's dead. We have to clean up a dead body now? What the fuck? She is the worst person in all of history.
I mean, she got what she wanted, right?
Did she?
Yeah, she did. She got all the fame and all the attention she wanted.
She didn't get shit. She just died on a boat.
No, she got plenty. Trust me.
What?
Trust me. She got books and everything.
That's how the movie is. How is that not how the movie is?
That's not how the movie ends. That was
Hold on. We got a third party coming in. Speak loud.
That was an alternate ending that they never aired of her throwing the Hope Diamond back in the ocean. So
Okay.
the actual movie ends of her just telling the story.
And they didn't know where the diamond was?
Right. That's how
Okay, so alternate ending.
She throws it overboard in front of the director.
Okay, alternate ending, she threw the diamond over, but real ending, what, she just kept it in her pocket then, I guess?
Yeah, then the real ending, he
happened.
died and she was alive.
She was 101.
Either way, she's still a fucking bitch. I don't care. Either way, she's still a bitch. She let her boyfriend die.
All right.
She got naked and like, draw me like your French girls.
Okay. All right. Well, that got weird, and I don't know half of what he was talking about. So
You need to watch Titanic.
apparently the extended editor's cut, though, because I never saw that shit.
Yeah, right.
I never saw that shit.
You need to watch Titanic.
Never saw that shit. But anyways,
Okay.
let's go on to my number 2.
What you got?
Because yours are... Wow. Shooter.
Yeah, you hate
Rose.
both those people. You really hate both those people.
Yeah, there's one person I really despise.
What you got?
Because I really like the Matrix series.
Yeah.
Especially the first Matrix. And in the first Matrix, there is one big asshole. His name is Cypher.
Cypher. How do you spell that?
Cypher. And he's the guy that's all friendly. And they're on the ship that pulls Neo out. And he's training, he's helping with Neo and everything.
Yeah.
But he really loves Neo's chick, right?
Yeah.
You know, he seems like he's a good dude, but in the back end, he's plugging in and making deals on the inside because he just wants to go back in.
Right.
He's tired of the shit that they're having on the real world. He wants to go back into the Matrix so he can go eat a steak, so he can be in a club.
Right. Yeah. 100%. Because he had a side deal. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
If I'm a program, just put me in as a millionaire with steaks and shit. Like,
Yeah. So I think he's one of the biggest backstabbers.
oh God, I wish I.
That you're like, you want this guy to be ruined forever.
Fuck.
But he's a bald dude with a little goatee in the movie. I can't remember his actual name, which I don't think he's in a whole lot anyways. And like he's like a B-list, C-list actor.
Yeah.
To be true. But to me, that was like one of the biggest backstabs of the movie. And you're like, son of a bitch, you just ruined mankind's history to actually try to survive and rebuild.
Oh yeah, and he had like dumb little. I'm looking up right now. He had
Yeah.
stupid sunglasses, like dumb little like soul patch. Like, fuck yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
And turned on him, killed, which ended up killing a lot of the people inside of the ship because they were able to like find them immediately. And that's when that whole battle happens. And it's like the first battle. They end up saving Neo out of it, but he does some crazy shit. And they're like, oh my God. And then, yeah, that guy was just a piece of shit.
It's a good choice. Like
The
I
biggest
fucking hate that
piece
dude.
of shit. Yeah.
Because you thought he was going to be friend, and he turned out being foe.
He's a traitor.
Right.
He's a traitor.
It's like I just want to eat a steak.
And I think we all liked the Matrix movie. Most people did, I think, anyways. Some people might not like the sci-fi thing, that type of stuff, so they may not get it.
Yeah.
Maybe some younger people listening to our podcast now will be like, what the fuck's the Matrix? Go ahead and do yourself a favor and watch the Matrix because it's awesome.
Right.
And they made a few of them.
First one, not the rest.
Yeah. I was okay with the second one. The third one got real weird.
Trilogy's not good.
But
First one's great.
First one's awesome. Yeah. It's probably one of those movies after the first one they didn't have to touch, but yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that is gonna be
Cypher's a good choice.
that Cypher was one of the biggest traitor pieces of shit. Like
He was an asshole.
trying to save humanity. He acted like a nice guy, but he also was kind of in love with Trinity, which was ended up being the chick in the end.
He ended up being a piece of shit, though.
So once he saw that fade away, once he had no hope with Trinity, he was like, you know what? I'm just going to go back.
Fuck you,
Just
guy.
pull me back. Give me a couple $1 million. I want to eat a steak again.
Yeah, reprogram.
I don't care if it's fake.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat it again.
Reprogram me as a piece of shit.
I just want to be happy again. Something like that. So
Okay, so Cypher's, you're number 2. That's a good one.
thank you. All right, what's your
gonna
number
go
3?
Charlie's grandpa. And Willy Wonka. Oh, no, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the original.
Okay.
His grandpa was a piece of shit. 100%. The dude, they were poor, right? They were fucking poor. They didn't have a leg to stand on. They were fucking poor, and Charlie got a golden ticket, and all of a sudden this motherfucker can walk. Fuck you. Fuck you. And then even like they go through a like they make it and like blah blah blah, everything's cool, and then that motherfucker's like, let's drink some fizzy lifting drink. Let's drink some fizzy lifting drink, and we'll bubble up and like blah blah blah, and like Charlie's like, yeah, Grandpa, this is awesome. Let's do that. And then that's what got him like disqualified from being like the coolest kid on the fucking block.
No, they burped their way down.
Yeah, they burped their way down, but then at the what is it? Correct me if I'm wrong. At the end, what's his face was like, yeah, yeah, Willie was like, yeah, you can take over, like you can hold my shit, but the thing is you drank.
No, you were completely wrong.
He was still a piece of shit.
The evil candy company came to the kid.
It was the
with
everlasting gobstopper, right?
They wanted him to get the heavy lobster gobstopper for him. So the kid is actually the one that stole from him, not the grandpa.
No.
Yes, 100%.
The kid gave the everlasting gobstopper back, but
at the end.
But Willie disqualified them because they drank the fizzy.
No. Google it. Just Google it.
What do I Google?
Not disqualify them.
What do I Google? Fizzy lifting drink?
Listen. All right. Anyways,
because they drank the fizzy lifting drink. That's why Willie disqualified them. And then the fact that he had the everlasting gobstopper and he gave it back. That's why Willie was like, "Oh, you're cool because you gave this back," and that's why he became the thing.
okay, maybe. I can't remember the movie completely, but yes, he gave the gobstopper back, and that's why it happened.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for his fucking stupid goddamn grandfather that couldn't walk, that all of a sudden walks, that couldn't walk, and now he's walking.
There was also 8 people in that house.
Yeah, well, they're all assholes too. None of them walked again.
So why? Somebody was paying for that stuff? It wasn't Willie.
It had to have been, I guess.
Maybe Grandpa was out there begging for money. You don't know that.
Well, Grandma was still walking around.
You don't know what was going on in that house. All I'm going to say is...
All right, we gotta...
Okay, all right. The dad worked at a toothpaste factory, and that was the only income. And he got laid off, and they had no money because both sets of grandparents were laid up on the couch, and she had to feed them constantly. Like, they couldn't do anything. They were all bedridden.
Yeah.
And so, well, the new one with Johnny Depp, that's the way they portray it.
Well, not new one with Johnny Depp.
Well, it's the same story.
So that's to go off the old one, though. That's to go off the old one, though.
Either way.
Well, there was only... The father was working.
Either way, is what I'm saying is you didn't get the full story in the old one.
Oh, no. That guy was a piece of shit. And I hate him. I fucking hate him. So that's
okay.
That's my number 3. Is that piece of shit. He couldn't get out of bed to help his family until Charlie got a goddamn golden ticket. And then he seduced Charlie into drinking fizzy lifting drink to make Charlie almost not get the grand prize.
Okay.
Because he was a piece of shit.
Fair enough.
I don't even know his name. I just have him written down as Charlie Grandpa.
So I'm going to go with my number 3.
What you got?
I'm going real dark.
How dark?
John Doe. From 7.
Oh, okay.
So Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey's character, yes.
On 7.
Oh, my God.
Who kills Brad Pitt's wife and dogs at the end of the movie. What's in the box? You know, the iconic, what's in the box? You know?
Yeah, no, dude, I won't even fuck with you on this one. You should have came out with number 1 on this.
Yeah, but I knew you wouldn't pick it. You weren't even thinking about it.
Don't. And even fucking Morgan Freeman's like, don't come over here. Don't come over here.
Just that way, he'll win.
If you kill him, he'll win.
Yeah.
If you kill him, he'll win.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not even on my list.
I knew it wouldn't be.
You just took everything. You took it.
That he is the most evil son of a bitch. His name's John Doe, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Kevin Spacey is a perfect actor for it too, by the way. Like they couldn't have picked a perfect actor for that movie.
Right.
And it's not that at the end you want him to die. At the end you want Brad Pitt to shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
You hate that son of a bitch.
That's exactly
he just killed his wife. Not only did he kill his wife, who's got a baby in her.
Right. Yeah, because he's like, he didn't know.
But then there's 2 awesome dogs. He's got like 2 big dogs. He kills them too.
Yeah.
He kills them first. And then it's like,
oh.
And then he sits there and tells the story. And he's like,
no.
And you're like, oh yeah, shoot that motherfucker in the head.
Oh my God. And he even like cut off his fucking fingerprints and shit. Like,
yeah.
That 7's one of my most favorite movies of all time.
Oh, it's one of the best thrillers of all time.
Yeah.
Like it is literally one of the best thrillers of all time.
Oh God. Yeah, and it's funny, like you did kind of bring up like he didn't have a name. His name's John Doe.
Yeah. His name in the movie is John Doe.
Yeah.
They just call him John Doe. He has got no identity, nothing to it. But Kevin Spacey kills it.
Right.
But you also want to see him dead at the end of the movie.
Right.
Because they make Brad Pitt's life like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, he didn't know. Whenever he realizes that she's pregnant and dead pregnant. Like,
oh, yeah.
And Kevin Spacey's, oh, he didn't know.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it. Like, how fucking cold are you, dude? Like,
Yeah.
That's good. That's I got goosebumps, honestly. That was a really good pick. A really good pick.
Yeah. So when we start talking, like, you know, you came up with this one.
Yeah.
So you had some pre-research, and I was sitting here and I'm thinking, I need to dive a little deeper. And like, how do you hate characters, right? So like, you either hate characters by either they sucked in the movie, number 1, or they're a villain you want to see die.
Yeah.
Or they're a diabolical person that ruins somebody's life.
Yeah,
so
that's my biggest thing is like you want to see that dude fail, right?
I got to the life ruining point and I was like, who ruined the biggest life? I was like, oh my God, 7, dude, that was it. Like Brad Pitt got destroyed in that one. So
that's a very good pick. I don't know if I can come back from that.
You got
my
2
number
more.
4,
So what's your number 4?
My number 4 right now, Nurse Ratched. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh man, that's been like forever since I watched that.
Yeah,
so
she was a bitch. She was such a fucking bitch. Obviously, Jack Nicholson's character was hard to deal with, right? And like that was his whole thing. He got arrested and he was trying to plead insanity, so he went to the nut house. And he wasn't insane, but he was trying to portray himself as such. But Nurse Ratched was such a fucking bitch. Like, and she was hard on him. Obviously, he needed to be hard on. But she was hard on so many other people. The one dude, I forget his fucking name, but he was in there. He was probably a little schizo, I think. I forget. What was... Do you remember, sir?
DeVito's character?
No, not Danny DeVito's, but the kid that slit his wrist. He was his mom put him in there, and his mom was friends with Nurse Ratched, and he ended up sleeping like.
I'm gonna preface to the crowd real quick.
Yeah.
This movie's from 1975.
Yeah, it's old as shit.
It's an old movie. In case like people are like, there's probably gonna be a lot of people lost right now.
Yeah,
I'm kind of lost right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it.
Oh yeah,
I've seen it, but it's probably 10 years ago.
Right. It's an old.
Nothing that's like fresh in my mind.
It's an old one, but the biggest thing with Nurse Ratched is that this kid, because what's his face's character came in and got some hookers in there, and this kid ended up having sex with a hooker. And then Nurse Ratched made him feel so bad about himself and called him such an asshole and such an idiot that he slit his wrists and killed himself.
Well,
That's why Nurse Ratched's a bitch. Like Jack Nicholson was the I forgot his name earlier. Jack Nicholson was the catalyst to bring in. They got everybody to like calm down and cool. Like, we'll bring in these strippers. We're gonna party. We're gonna have this party. And Nurse Ratched comes in the next day, and she sees that kid with a hooker, and then she tells him like, "What is your mom gonna think? What's this gonna happen? What's gonna go on here?" And he gets so upset that he fucking kills himself.
You're going too much.
Right. No, like you have to. Yeah.
You're trying to describe the whole damn movie right now.
Right.
Listen, you should be able to say it and everybody knows. But you went on for way too long there. We get it.
They made a spinoff. I think it's Netflix or whatever. Like they made a spinoff on Nurse Ratched, but she was a bitch in that movie. Fucking hated her. Hate her.
Got it. We got it, folks. We definitely got it right there. That son of a bitch. I mean, if you need more than 30 seconds to describe the character.
I fucking hated her. I hated her. I felt so bad for that kid.
1975 film has literally scarred this man for life.
Yeah.
He just went into detail about the movie. I about fell asleep over here. I'm not going to lie. But,
but yeah, no, like I felt bad for that kid. Nurse Ratched.
That's your number 4.
Medication time.
My number 5 is a tough one. I'm torn between a couple.
You should be on 4 now.
Right. No, I'm on number 5.
Maybe I didn't write one down. We got Scar, Cypher, John Doe.
7. John Doe.
Yeah,
you didn't write my first one down. Oh, wait. No, you're right. Sorry. I wrote 2 things down.
That's all right.
My apologies, which makes it even easier for me then.
Yeah.
So I am going to have to go with the movie Gladiator. Emperor.
Yeah.
Commodus. Joaquin Phoenix.
What's his Commodus?
Yeah, Commodus. Commodus.
I'll just write down Como.
He's a douchebag that tries.
I see. It's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix trying to step up to the plate. You know, he's basically like, I don't know if is it after Julius Caesar or right before? It's one of the two, or he's trying to be. He's like, and all the slaves are in there, and then you get this badass guy in there, and he's this general in the army,
right?
That kind of gets condemned, and he gets put into the arena,
right?
right? The old battle for your life, death.
And everybody fucking hated him too.
He's just an asshole. He's just a weirdo. He's just weird, right? He's just weird with everything he does. And his wife, like, once who played Maximus?
Oh,
I should have that written down.
Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Sarah. Russell Crowe played Maximus, and he's like, come on, bro. He's kicking everybody's ass. He just kicks everybody's ass. In the end, he's like, come at me. Brings him down in there.
yeah.
And what a glorious scene when you hate this guy so much. He killed his wife
And he's seeing
his
fucking
kid.
Liz. Yeah.
And he's like, come at me. And like, they set it up. They stab him he stabs him in the side before they even go out. And he walks out and is like having all these dreams, like he's in the hayfield with the kids, but he still manages to kill the fool.
Yeah.
That was a glorious scene.
Fucking
Lions running out, like they threw everything at him. Like he still won everything.
So I get, like, I know I've seen that movie, but I don't remember a lot of it. But I do remember like some of that vindication, like you got motherfucker. Like
He basically comes down to kill him, and he stabs him with a blade and breaks it off in him.
yeah.
And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think he pulls that blade out of himself and stabs him in the throat.
Yeah.
And then he's dead. That dude's dead. Everything's good. He goes to his wife again.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I think that might have ended. It might have been a little bit different, but he definitely kills him.
Yeah.
He definitely kills him at the end. I know that for sure. But I'm pretty sure it's like he stabs him with a blade and breaks it off inside of him.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he's just like, bop, bop. Or he like,
Fuck you.
or
bitch.
no. He just kicks his ass.
Yeah.
He just gets up and just like beats him and like, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
dope.
Gladiator, amazing movie.
That's Emperor Cool. I don't know.
Commodus.
Okay, I wrote it down wrong.
But it shot Joaquin Phoenix. And
Yeah.
like, that's some early Joaquin Phoenix shit
Yeah.
too. Like
Very
he went on to some-
yeah.
like he looks so different in that.
Yeah,
than
most
those
people
shit.
don't know
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix till he became Joker, but
Yeah.
like he's been in shit.
He played.
you know,
he's good at playing a bad guy because he's got like dark eyes and stuff like that. But
right?
yeah, that's gonna have to be my number 4.
Okay, so I got a number 5 coming up. I'm gonna go with Hans Gruber, Die Hard.
I remember Hans Gruber.
Die Hard, awesome. He's just trying to come home and visit his family for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And Hans fucking Gruber became a piece of shit
Yeah,
and took over Nakatomi Plaza.
I love how he's on the mics. Yes, we are number 7. And like he's got that like a fake German accent he's trying to do.
Yeah, like
His German accent's so bad.
and I even
It's
love
not
like,
real.
I even love
Not real at all.
too like the point in time in the movie where they meet each other, where there's like they're both together, and he's like, "No, I'm just a victim," and he played so good as a victim. And it's like really he's the guy taking over the fucking place, and yeah. Hans Gruber, fuck Hans Gruber,
And then it becomes his brother and his brother and his brother.
right?
Like, yeah, absolutely. And he just gets his ass, kicked. And what does he fly out a window in that one?
Hans Gruber falls out of a window and dies at the end.
Bruce Willis just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, Bruce Willis walks through glass and kicks the shit out of a bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean, he just sent minions at him. That was like an overlord. And then it's like get to the final boss, and the final boss wasn't shit, right? He's just like an overlord of the job. He's got the millions.
But then you get yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well,
one of the most.
You
iconic.
can't use that to try to win because, okay. We're not picking the best movies ever.
I know.
We're picking the worst people you want to die.
Yeah, and that
honestly,
was the best way for Hans Gruber to fucking die. The best way for any of our most hated people to die was that motherfucker standing there, yippee-ki-yay, and he pulls. I'm sorry. I'm using too many heroes.
Yeah,
but Hans Gruber was a piece of shit.
Okay,
and he even sat there and he looked at Bruce Willis's character. He's like, oh no, like that guy actually pretended to be a victim. You know, like, I don't know if you remember that part. Like, he was like, I'm a victim. And then that.
Don't kill me.
Right. And then they realize he's a bad guy and he's already gone, you know, so. Yeah, Hans fucking Gruber is a piece of shit.
Okay. That's your number 5. All right.
What you got for number 5?
All right, so let me see what I want to do here for my final one. I got a couple of different options here I really like.
What you got?
I'm going to mix it up.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm not going to mix it up.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Biff.
Oh, Biff from
Back to the Future.
Yes, for sure.
How much do you want to kick that son of a bitch's ass,
dude? That guy was a piece of shit.
In every single Back to the Future movie. He was always there, right?
I fucking hated him in all of them.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good one.
From the first one, you know, just being a bully, to then him going back in time, and then his dad being a bully.
Yeah.
And then him going to the future, and then Biff stealing the magazine and betting and having an empire.
And he's like a millionaire and shit. Like,
Biff was pretty much always a piece of shit in all of them.
And he always got turds on him. Like, no matter what, like, he always got...
He's got manure on him.
I hate manure.
I hate manure.
No matter what. Like, he always hated manure.
Yeah. To me, Biff was always...
That's so good. That's so good.
The definition of a bully and a guy you hated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, nobody loved Biff. Nobody's like... I watched the Back to the Future movies for Biff because he was so good. No.
He was my favorite
hated Biff.
No, yeah.
Everybody hated Biff. He was just an asshole.
He was trying to bang Marty's mom all the time. And shit.
Asshole.
Like,
and there was not in one movie did he ever redeem himself.
No.
They just made him a piece of shit, literally.
Yeah.
Dump shit on him. Then in each movie, they're like, we're going to dump shit on Biff.
Yeah, in the straight back one when they're in olden times with old trains and horses and shit.
Yeah.
He still ate.
He had an ancestor.
Yeah.
That came out with like the golden tooth. They're like, bang, okay.
Remember what did he do? He got dumped on by manure.
Yeah.
And then new episodes, what did he do? Got dumped on by manure.
Yeah.
No matter what the fuck he ever did, he got dumped on by manure.
So, their legacy, man. Their legacy. So the McFly's always got manure dumped on it. Or not, McFly's dumped the manure on him. So yeah.
God, Biff's a good choice, dude.
I just watching all the Back to the Future. I love the Back to the Future.
Yeah.
They were always great. You know,
yeah.
I mean, they got a little weird when you got further in, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, you know, the first one was awesome. You remember watching the first one? It was so good. So good.
And that kid had a fucking awesome ass Toyota truck.
Yeah.
That Toyota fucking truck that he had was amazing. I wish I had one that was that pristine right now.
And so like, don't race because you'll die.
Yeah.
You know, it was like the whole situation. But
and I even saw like the new shit. Toyota came out with a Tacoma that looks like it. Like the Back to the Future package. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I want one of those so bad. So yeah. And I want a fucking AMC. What the fuck is the name of that car? DeLorean. I want a DeLorean.
So you can already tell that I win this one because Steve can't even stop talking about my picks, folks.
No, they hate my people more than they hate your people. Just because you're like, oh, Steve said DeLorean. It's cool.
Oh, good. But yeah, that's my top 5. That's good double top 5 there.
Yeah, you got Scar, Cypher, John Doe.
Yeah, from 7.
What's that? Emperor Como? Oh, fuck, I forget that one.
Yeah, Emperor Commodore from Gladiator.
Yep.
And then Biff.
You got
from
Biff.
Back to the Future.
I got Shooter. I got Rose because she's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got Charlie's grandpa, Nurse Ratchet. And then I can't read my handwriting from the last one.
Oh, come on. You got, I can't even write. House Gruber.
Oh, Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber
Yeah.
from
Okay.
Oh, God. All right. With that, we got to sign her out, folks.
Yep.
Let's have a little Jack Green label. I got a shot I already poured for myself. Do you need a little bit there, Steve?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
So how'd you feel with this episode, Steve?
Oh, I've had a damn good time. Have you had a damn good time?
I had a damn good time.
And we're hoping that you have had a damn good time.
If you like it, please like, subscribe, do what you got to do for us. Please hit all the buttons you can. Please.
All that fun stuff.
We love you guys, though. We love the feedback. Please keep it coming. Any problems, anything you see, let us know. Or if you just like it, please let us know. Please, if you hate it, let us know too.
Yep.
We might try to fix it.
Yeah, throw a shade.
Or we might tell you you're stupid. But
throw a shade.
Either way. Love you,
buddy.
Have a good night.
You too.